Good evening, Kavita and Stefanio. Good evening, everybody. So, in the CBSE 11th portion, we have finished up to 2 chapters atomic model and also currently doing the 3rd chapter periodic classification. So, in the 2nd chapter quantum mechanical model of atom, we have discussed the book bag questions and also important formula. Once again, to write, good evening Khan Deeban and Selvaraj Srija, and also good evening Ganesh and Sivaperuman and Dhanalakshmi. Good evening Kanishka, everybody. So now whenever you go for the exam or any type of exam, this it is better, as I told already, it is better to have prepare a booklet. Good evening Harshit, covering important aspects, important formula and concepts, not necessary to detail them. So in your book, at the end of each lesson or each chapter, you will be finding some what you have learnt, that type of. So according to our requirement, you can prepare a chart of or a booklet of salient features of the salient laws, principles and equations pertaining to that chapter. You can have a booklet and refer. At present you can refer them and solve the questions. As the experience goes on, you can do it without referring them and also quickly. So first we have to slow and steady wins the race, So first we have to be slow and also steady. Then you can definitely win any type of competitive exam. So good evening Vishnu and Gauma Mani. So this important formula, once again, Bohr model, velocity of electron in the nth orbit, there is some expression, and also radius of the nth orbit, you have got some expression, and the energy of electron in the nth orbit. These three are important. Energy is given in terms of electron volt per atom or joule per atom. So joule and electron volt are the units of energy. The relation between them is written with the pen. 1 joule is equal to 1.609 into 10 power minus 19 electron volt, where 1.609 into 10 power minus 19 is the charge on the electron. So, and also Planck's formula we know, E is equal to h nu or hc by lambda, where h is the Planck's constant, E is the energy, nu is the frequency, c is the velocity of light, lambda is the wavelength of radiation or light radiation. De Broglie wavelength means when a particle acquires wave nature. When a particle acquires wave nature, its de Broglie wavelength is given by lambda is equal to h by mv, where mv is the momentum of the particle, mass into velocity, h is the Planck's constant. Heisenberg principle, it is not possible simultaneous correct measurement of what are you telling or noted as. Good, nice, Harshit. So this Heisenberg principle, simultaneous correct measurement of momentum and position of an electron is not possible. The product of the errors is always greater than h by 4 pi. It is not h by 2 pi. Already I have told you. So here you make a correction, it is h by 4 pi. H by 4 pi. So photoelectric effect is the emission of electrons by the incident light or light radiation on a metal surface. So when the electrons are emitted, they travel with some velocity. So since they travel with velocity, half mv squared is the kinetic energy of the photoelectrons. Photoelectrons means electrons emitted by the incidence of light or photo. So h nu is the frequency of the radiation we have supplied. H nu is the energy of the radiation we have supplied. H nu naught is the minimum energy or threshold energy, or nu naught is the threshold frequency. It is replaced by nu is equal to 1 by c by lambda. C is taken out. So condition for photoelectric effect is equal to half mv squared equal to hc into 1 by lambda minus 1 by lambda naught. So let me not repeat everything because it will consume some time. You have a glance. So expressions for the Bohr radius of nth orbit. Bohr radius of first orbit is 0.529 angstrom. Centripetal force equated to electrostatic force, and also energy of nth stationary orbit is given by different expressions. So energy of an electron has two components, potential energy and kinetic energy. Kinetic energy due to its revolution. Potential energy is due to the presence at higher levels, lower energy level, higher energy level, etc. So forth. So this Z squared by 4 pi epsilon naught R squared. It is not E squared. R squared is the electrostatic force between nucleus and electron. All these we have seen. So number of subshells, orbitals in the shell, number of electrons in the shell, speed of electron in the nth orbit already we have seen, number of revolutions made by electron in its nth orbit. So you have a expression booklet of all these. Lastly, emission spectrum is divided into 5 portions: Lyman series, Balmer series, Pasteurne series, bracket series, Fund series. These series spectral lines are observed when electrons from higher orbits transit to first orbit or second orbit or third orbit or fourth orbit or fifth orbit. Whereas Lyman series lies in the ultraviolet region of electromagnetic spectrum. Balmer series lies in the VIBGYOR visible region. All other series lie in the infrared region. Electronic configuration rules you got to note down. Aufbau principle, electrons fill in the increasing order of energy level. Hund's rule, and same energy level orbitals are available, electrons tend to remain unpaired. Pauli's exclusion principle, no two electrons will have all the 4 quantum numbers equal. Based on this, you have to write the electronic configuration of this S1, S2, P3, P6, D5, D10, F7, F14. These are all filled and completely filled configurations. They are more stable than others, we have seen. So with this, lastly, quantum mechanical model. Schrödinger equation gives information about the probability of finding the electron. Electron is not always stationary, it is always revolving. Revolving means where it will be available. So that is given by psi. Psi is the probability of finding the electron. So in the x-axis or y-axis or z-axis. So differential calculus you will study in max later. So at present we can del squared c psi or like dou squared by dou x squared plus dou squared by dou y squared plus dou squared by dou z squared plus 8 pi squared by h squared into E minus V psi equal to 0. E is the total energy of the electron, V is the potential energy of the electron. Psi is called wave function. It is a measure of probability of finding the electron. It is a complex number. So complex number on squaring gives negative number. This on taking modulus gives positive number. So probability lies between 0 and 1. So probability 0 means electron cannot be found there. Probability is 1 means electron can definitely be found there. So 0 probability regions are called nodal regions. Nodes are of 2 types: axial nodes, radial nodes. Axial nodes equal to n minus 1, where n is the principal quantum number. Radial nodes is equal to L, where L is the azimuthal quantum number. Total nodes n minus 1 plus L is so n minus 1 L minus 1 are these. So it is good evening, Madish Sagi. So based on this we'll do some sums. Already we have worked out this sum. The ratio of the energy of a photon of 2000 angstrom wavelength to radiation of 6000 angstrom radiation. So you got to use the relation E equal to h nu. What is given? So always you got to look for the relation between the parameters which are given and also which are asked. Here given is wavelength 2000 angstrom, 6000 angstrom. Asked is energy comparison, energy ratio. So asked is energy ratio. So relation between energy and wavelength is equal to hc by lambda. Two different wavelengths means h is constant, c is also constant, but lambda will vary. So E1 is equal to hc by lambda 1, E2 is equal to Hc by lambda 2. The ratio means E1 by E2, that is lambda 2 by lambda 1 if you take the ratio. So lambda 2 here it is 6000 angstrom, lambda 1 is 2000 angstrom, ratio equal to 3. Option D is the correct choice. This we have seen. This also we have seen. Anyhow, everybody please make a note. So the radius of the second Bohr orbit for hydrogen atom is not second Bohr, Bohr's second orbit. So Bohr's second orbit for hydrogen atom is dash so many angstrom. Planck's constant is given. So we have to use the relation. Bohr radius of nth orbit is equal to Rn is equal to a squared, a naught squared, a naught into n squared by z, where n is the orbit number, z is the atomic number. Z is the atomic number. It is given for hydrogen. Hydrogen means hydrogen atomic number is 1. So z equal to 1, n equal to first orbit. So radius of the second orbit. Second orbit means n squared 4, 2 squared 4. So 0.529 into 4 by 1. 0.529 into 4. This on simplification, it gives 2.12 angstrom. That is option 3. Option 3. So anybody having doubts or feeling that it is fast, they can quote. They can be still more slow. Why I am rushing for the past 2 sums? It was already we have discussed. From this question onwards, we have not sufficiently discussed. Some of you may be might be available or not. From this we can be regular. So in the previous questions, anybody having doubt, you can raise. So you are, everybody please listen. You are having a booklet of important formula, etc. so forth by your side. You try to work on these questions. What is the answer? No, don't bother about the speed, etc. so forth. At present, you try to work on. What point you have to note down? What is given? What is asked? What is the relation between them? You have to search. So a stream of electrons from a heated element was passed between 2 charged plates. Good evening, Netra. So charged plates, they are kept at a potential difference of V electrostatic units. M and E are the respective mass and charge on the electron. The value of H by lambda is dash. It is merely expression. It is merely expression. This is 2016 question. Now you can have. So it is I think screen. This screen will be visible. Everybody have not made the size big. Could not be made. Make a note. So we note that lambda is equal to H by P. H by P. So P is equal to root of 2me, or so 2me. E is the energy. So here energy is given as 2m electrical energy EV, charge into potential difference. So H by P is equal to H by root of 2me. This also we have seen, root of 2me or 2meV. So we want H by lambda. H by lambda means, so H by lambda means root of, so separately write H by P. So this one, lambda is equal to H by root of 2meV is equal to H by P. So H by P means this one, root of 2m eV. Option D or 4 correct, right? So Harshit, good. So option D or option 4, it is correct. This question we have seen last class. Here also you can see the writings. So this also has been worked last class. Which of the following is the energy of the possible excited state of hydrogen atom? Energy values are given, but we have seen that energy value is always negative. Energy of an electron, not all the energy values. Energy of an electron in its orbit is always negative. So positive values are not considered here. A and D choices are ruled out. B and C are to be noted, but it is given possible excited state. Possible excited state means you have 3 steps. First step, second step, third step. So second step is the possible excited step. Third step is somewhat rigorous excited step. Now it is not possible, more possible. So that is the idea. Good. Option B. So minus 13.6, just above value is minus 6.8. Still above value is minus 3.4. So minus 6.8, option B is the correct choice. Next, neat question. The value of Planck's constant is given, speed of light is also given. Which is closest to the wavelength in nanometer to a quantum of, everybody please listen, if you have any doubt you can ask. Wavelength in nanometer or to a quantum of light with a frequency. So light frequency is given 6 into 10 power 15 centimeters or second inverse. Frequency is given. What is asked? Which is the wavelength? Closer, you don't worry about the closest value. What is the question asked? Which is the wavelength? So wavelength is asked. So wavelength in nanometer is asked. So we know the relation C is equal to nu lambda. Velocity is equal to frequency into wavelength. Or we want lambda. Lambda is equal to C by nu. C is 3 into 10 power 8 divided by nu is given as 6 into 10 power 15. Then you have to simplify. So this is meter per second. This is per second. They get cancelled. You will get the value in meter. If you divide by 10 power minus 9, you will get nanometer. You will get nanometer. Next slide it is given. For your understanding I am telling here. Next slide. So E is equal to hc by lambda or lambda h nu or hc by lambda or lambda is equal to c by nu. So answer is 50. Value is 50 nanometer. This up to this we have left. Next question. What is the maximum number of electrons? It is not numbers. Maximum number of electrons that can be associated with the following set of, everybody please carefully observe, and also you have the booklet with you. If you have any doubt, get it clarified by now itself. I assume that everybody is understanding. If you have any doubt, you can clarify. So this what is the maximum number of electrons that can be associated with the following set of quantum? We know there are 4 types of quantum numbers: principal, azimuthal, magnetic, spin. So here 3 quantum numbers are fixed. Principal quantum number is fixed. Magnetic azimuthal quantum number is fixed. Magnetic only spin quantum number. Spin quantum number has 2 values. Spin quantum number plus of 1 value, minus of 1. So 2 electrons can be there. So 2 electrons, one with the clockwise spin, another with the anti-clockwise spin. So answer 3 is the choice. Anybody having doubts? So they will ask, orbital is getting fixed. N equal to 3 means third shell. L equal to 1 means, L equal to 0 means s orbital. L equal to 1 means p orbital. Then m equal to minus 1 means px orbital. So orbital, px orbital is fixed. I am a state board student. I can understand. So Kanishka, I think you are studying only in the English medium. So you can once again, you will see. Kanishka, this slide you have a glance. Aufbau principle. Aufbau principle means electrons are present in which shell? First shell, second shell, third shell, like that. Hund's rule means in the one and the same shell number of orbitals are there. S orbital, p orbital. At present I will tell. If you have any more doubt, you can get it clarified later. So this s orbital, p orbital, d orbital. So then Pauli's exclusion principle, spin quantum number. So as per this question, as we have seen this question, now you can refer the question. So 3 quantum numbers are fixed. N equal to 3 means principal quantum number, that is shell in which electron is present. Azimuthal equal to 1 means p orbital. M equal to minus 1 means px orbital. So the electrons are present in 3px orbital. 3px orbital is getting fixed. In this orbital, in any orbital, Kanishka at present remember, any orbital only 2 electrons are present. Smallest orbital, subshell, only 2 electrons, one with the clockwise spin, another with the anti-clockwise spin. These 2 are mentioned here. So if you have any still more doubt, you can get it clarified then and there. Now state board, you Kanishka, you can take your second chapter, quantum mechanical model of atom, and also back at the back it will be given for you people also. There is a site map or what you have studied, it is given. Site map is given. You will have the site map open nearby you in your book. So there you can check. So the quantum numbers refer to 3px orbital. So one with the clockwise spin, another with the anti-clockwise spin. Hereafter everybody knew. So these are, so previous year question, then and there it is a year is mentioned. What is the year? Somewhere it is mentioned. Hereafter year is also specifically mentioned. Here everybody listen, you can proceed. Calculate the energy in joule corresponding to the, thereafter no choice is available, only questions are there. We have to work out and get the choice. So it is enough, it is high time, you can work, start working. So calculate the energy. So there is no answer because it goes to next sum. Answers we have to find. So calculate the energy. So everybody has time till I explain to all. So calculate the energy in joule corresponding to the light of wavelength. Wavelength is given, lambda is given, energy is asked. So formula is E is equal to hc by lambda. E is equal to, Kanishka also note, E is equal to hc by lambda. H, Planck's constant, here it is given 6.63 into 10 power minus 34 into C is also given 3 into 10 power 8 divided by lambda is given as 45 nanometer. Nanometer means into 10 power minus 9 meter. 10 power minus 9 meter. So if you simplify 15 3s are 45. So these both are divisible by 5. Sorry, 3. 5 3s are 15. 2 3s are 6. 2 3s are 6. 13. So 2.21. So you got, it is enough. 2.2, because every answer is given in 2 digit. You got to check by 2 digit. 2.21 by 5. 2 point. What is HC? This Kanishka, you look the question. So H is the Planck's constant. H is the Planck's constant. C is the speed of light. They are given in the question itself. H is the Planck's constant and C is the speed of light. It is given. So 2.21 by 5. 4 2s are good. 2 of you have given the correct answer. So 4 2s are, sorry, 4 5s are 20, 2 21, 4 5s are 21, 10, 2 5s are 10. So 0.442 into 10 power minus 34 plus 8, because you know the formula, a power m into a power n is equal to a power m plus n. This denominator minus 9, if it goes to numerator, it becomes plus 9. So it is 0.442 into 10 power 8 plus 9, 17, 17 minus 34 minus 17. If it is written as scientific notation, you multiply by 10 here and multiply by 10 the first digit and divide by 10 in the second digit. You multiply the first portion, it will become 4.42. Division means it become 10 power minus 18. So to 4.42 into 10 power minus 18. So 2 of you have given correct choices, Diban and Harshit. Good. Anybody others not following this sum? If you have any doubt, you can raise. Shall I move to next question? Kanishka, is it understandable now? Now you can post any question clarification. Let me move to the next question. So option D is the correct choice for this question. Next question. According to law of, good, nice. So according to the law of photochemical equivalence, energy absorbed in, good, nice, Kanishka. So this according to law of photochemical equivalence, the energy absorbed. What is law of photochemical equivalence? For law of photochemical equivalence, kinetic energy of the photoelectrons is equal to difference in energy of light and metal work function. Difference in energy of light, that is light radiation, and work function of the metal. Physics, that is the law of photochemical equivalence. So there is it is nothing but law of conservation of energy. Energy can neither be created nor be destroyed. Photochemical means photo energy is converted to chemical energy or electronic energy. That's all. So it is given. What is how energy of the absorbed electrons? So energy of the absorbed electrons is, so B, A, we will see. Good. So photochemical equivalence means 1 mole of photons. 1 mole of photons, what is the energy? That is NhC by lambda. Please everybody note, energy of 1 photon is represented as phi. Energy of 1 photon equal to Hc by lambda. Energy of 1 photon equal to Hc by lambda. But even Kanishka, everybody, state board, whatever be the case, the first chapter we have studied about the mole. 1 mole of any substance contains Avogadro number 6.022 into 10 power 23 particles. Here photon is considered as the smallest light energy particle. It is not actually particle. So 1 moles means 6.022 into 10 power 23 photons. That is why it is given Avogadro number. So here photochemical equivalence means that is nothing but 1 mole of photons, energy of 1 mole of photons is called photochemical energy. So 1 mole of photons is equal to energy of 1 photon is equal to h nu we know, or hc by lambda we know. hc by h is given, c is given, hc by lambda we given. So whereas energy of 1 mole of photons, 1 mole of photons is equal to Na into hc by lambda. Here Na is given as 6.02 into 10 power 23. H is given as erg 6.62 into 10 power minus 27. C all in CGS units, 3 into 10 power 10 divided by lambda. So all the choices contains divided by lambda, correct. But you have to work out the numerator 10 power 23 minus 27. So 10 power 23 minus 27 plus 10. 10 power minus 4 plus 10 power minus 4 plus 10. 10 power 6. 10 power 6. Then you go to 6 into 6. 6 into 6.6 into 3. 6.2 into 3. 6 3s are 18. 18 into 6.6. 18 into 6.6. So 18 into 6.6. So or 66 into 20 minus 2. 20 minus 2. So 20 is 132 minus 132. 8. So 11 minus 3. 8. 2 minus 1. 1. So this one. So 1.188 into 10 power 6. So 1.188 it is roughly. So second is correct. Option B. Somebody has given option. So option 1.188. So option A is correct. So you have to separately note down the units. Here CGS units are noted. Please make a note. In the CGS unit system, unit of energy is erg. Joule is the SI unit of energy. In physics, you might have studied. Now, this question already we have seen. That is why it is given as already seen, red. The value of Planck's constant SI unit is given. So Kanishka, listen. Everybody listen. So value of Planck's constant is 6.63 into 10 power minus 34 joule second. Speed of light is 3 into 10 power 17 nanometer per second, which is the closest value of the nanometer quantum of light. Just now we have seen first sum. This one 45 nanometer. Similar sum. So quantum of light frequency is given 6 into 10 power 15 and wavelength is asked. The same question. Instead of 45 it is given as 50. So frequency, this question, that is already we have seen this question. The same question. Value of Planck's constant is 10 power minus 34 second joules speed of light, which is closest to the wavelength. Just now we have seen. It is 50. So it is, that is why it is mentioned as 50. Option B is this. This class itself we have seen. Very first sum. that is NEET 2013. Next question, everybody please listen. The energies E1 and E2 of two radiations are 25 electron volt and 50 electron volt are respectively. What is the relation, that is the relation between their wavelengths lambda 1 and lambda 2 will be dash. Four relations are given. So we know that E is equal to hc by lambda. E is equal to hc by lambda. Here h is also constant, c is also constant. So if wavelength is lambda 1, you can find the energy as hc by lambda 1 energy. If wavelength is lambda 2, energy is given by E2 is given by hc by lambda 2. Everybody please listen, it is nothing. You have to divide the equation. Equation 1 divided by equation 2 gives left side E1 by E2 is equal to hc gets cancelled, lambda 2 goes to the numerator. So effective relation is E1 by E2 is equal to lambda 2 by lambda 1. Lambda 2 by lambda 1. But it is given as lambda 1 by lambda 2 ratio. Lambda 1, so okay, whatever be the case, let us see. So E1 is given as 25, E2 is given as 50 is equal to lambda 2 by lambda 1. So 2. So if you cross multiply, lambda 1 is equal to 2 lambda 2. You don't understand question, Satish Kumar? Is it passed for everyone? Which is passed? So it is not audible for you? I don't understand the question, Satish Kumar. So everybody please listen. What is the relation between lambda 1 and lambda 2? So we have found that E1 by E2 is equal to lambda 2 by lambda 1. E1 is given as 25. E2 is given as 50 is equal to lambda 2 by lambda 1. If you simplify 125, 225s are 50. When two fractions are same, their cross products are same. Everybody know. So if you cross product, 1 into lambda 1 is equal to lambda 1. 2 into lambda 2, 2 lambda 2. So lambda 1 is equal to 2 lambda 2. So Satish Kumar, you can check. Annappan Rajendran tells it is audible. Anybody? So everybody, I think it is audible. Or you can check. Satish Kumar, it is not passed for everyone. So any Kannappan Rajendran, please good. You can tell, you can post a mark to Satish Kumar. Not passed for everyone. Already he has given some positive comment. We will see. So lambda 1 is equal to 2 lambda 2 is the second choice, is the correct choice. Anybody having covering some part of question? Okay. Harshit, let me, I think 25 electron E is visible, B is hidden. There is no further word in the first line. Last word of the first line is 25 electron volt. Last word of first line is 25 electron volt. Last word of second line is between there. So it is, I will hereafter I will check. So it is between there, THEIR, their wavelengths is hidden. So this one you bear with me. Next one also I will. So let me Is it now visible? Everything is visible? Harshit, everything it is visible? Good, Srira, audible and also. So, next question. Good, nice. So, next question. The energy absorbed here, everything, nothing is hidden. Third line per atom. You make a note. Third line per atom. Per atom will be. So, third line per atom. Okay, let me repeat the question once again. The energy absorbed by each molecule, energy absorbed by each molecule A2 of a substance, so energy absorbed by each molecule A2 of a substance, I think everything is irreversible. After A there is nothing. After per there is nothing hidden. After atom there is nothing hidden. So nothing hidden in this slide. Everybody make a note. So this energy absorbed by each molecule A2 of a substance is 4.4 into 10 power minus 19 joule. Bond energy per molecule is 4 into 10 power minus 19 joule. Kinetic energy of the molecule per atom will be. Please listen. You might have studied photoelectric condition as half mv squared. Half mv squared is equal to h nu minus h nu naught. This is the condition for photoelectric effect. But what is the comprehensive system of photoelectric effect? Kinetic energy of the photoelectrons is equal to energy absorbed minus energy minimum or bond energy. Here it is bond energy. So here energy absorbed is higher value 4.4 units, whereas bond energy is only 4 units. So energy absorbed minus energy minimum, threshold energy is nothing but bond energy. So the same result can be qualitatively written as photoelectric condition can be qualitatively. Everybody please make a note. Listen. Kinetic energy of photoelectrons is equal to energy absorbed minus energy of the bond. Energy of the bond. So energy absorbed minus energy of the bond. So here energy absorbed is given as 4.4 into 10 power minus 19. 10 power minus 19 minus bond energy. Good evening, Imam Hussain. So bond energy is given as 4 into 10 power minus 19. So 10 power minus 19 can be taken out. 4.4 minus 4, that is 0.4 into 10 power minus 19. This can be written as 4 into 10 power minus 20. 4 into 10 power minus 20. Khan Deeban, you are partially correct. Here we have, it is given as kinetic energy of the molecule. It should not be mentioned like this. No, molecule per atom. It should be kinetic energy per atom. Kinetic. So you discard the word of the molecule. Kinetic energy per atom. Here it is A2. A2 means 2 atoms. 2 atoms energy is 4 into 10 power minus 20. Energy of 1 atom is equal to 4 by 2. 2 into 10 power minus 20. So option D is the correct choice. So Khan Deeban and everybody, please make a note. you correct this question. So I have transferred the question as such from the file. Now only I am working. That's why the trouble. So this kinetic energy should not be kinetic energy of the molecule per atom. It should be kinetic energy per atom. So if I tell of the molecule per atom, you will question what's R of the molecule or R per atom. You tell one thing. So we cannot be tall and short. Can be tall or we can be short, like that. So he is tall and short, like that, molecule per atom. It is not correct. So molecule kinetic energy per atom, but molecule has 2 atoms. So the energy of 2 atoms is 4 into 10 power minus 20 joule. Then energy of 1 atom is 2 into of the value 2 into 10 power minus 20. I think it is clear for everybody. Anybody having doubt, you can raise. Can explain. Good. Annapan Rajendran, this question, it is given as energy, one molecule absorbs some energy. The molecule is given as A2. What is meant by A2? It consists of 2 atoms A and A. For example, H2 consists of 2 hydrogen atoms. Cl2, it consists of 2 Cl atoms. O2 consists of 2 oxygen atoms, like that. N2 consists of 2. So any diatomic species of containing same atom is represented as A2. So that molecule absorbs some energy. And bond energy is also given. What is meant by bond energy? If you take the hydrogen, there is only single bond. If you take oxygen, there is double bond. If there is nitrogen, there is triple bond. So bond energy increases. All are diatomic species, but bond energy is highest, higher for oxygen, highest for nitrogen. So that is the bond energy. Bond energy is the energy existing between 2 atoms. So you have to supply that energy so as to break them, like that. So bond energy per molecule is given. So given as 4 into 10 power minus 90 joule. But this molecule, when exposed to light, it absorbs 4.4 into 10 power minus 19 joules. So there is one molecule A2. Its bond energy means energy between the atoms, covalent bond. We will see the bonding later. Energy between, this is called bond energy. Bond energy is given as 4 into 10 power minus 19 joule. This A2 species is exposed to the action of light. When it is exposed to the action of light, it takes the energy 4.4 into 10 power minus 19 joule. 4.4 into 10 power minus 19 joule. Here, what is the kinetic energy of the one atom? It is asked. First, there is A2 molecule. There is a bonding between A and A. We don't know whether it is single bond or double bond. Don't worry about that. If A only one atom has to move, means first they have to be split. A2 has to be split as 2 A's. Then A has to be given higher energy so as to it can move. That is the idea. So this higher energy is given by, it is absorbed. So A2 takes the energy 4.4 into 10 power minus 19 joules. But A2 becomes 2A. For that, there is 4 into 10 power minus 19 joules are spent. What is the remaining energy? 0.4 into 10 power minus 19 joules are there for 2 atoms. 2 atoms. So this 0.4 into 10 power minus 19 can be written as 4 into 10 power minus 20 by scientific notation. So 2 atoms energy, kinetic energy, is 4 into 10 power minus 20. Then 1 atom kinetic energy is half, 2 into 10 power minus. Any doubts? Kannapan Rajendran, please. Mr. Kannapan Rajendran, any doubts? Is it clear now? With one more sum, with this we can finish. We can see the some more question later. So this question already, so it is value is changed, right? The value of, let me tell the method, you can work out yourself. Value of Planck's constant is given as, and also velocity of light is given. Which value is closest in nanometer? Good, nice, Kannapan Rajendran. So which value is closest to the wavelength in nanometer of a quantum of light? Frequency. So frequency is given, nu is given, lambda is asked. So what is given and what is asked? Relation between them, C is equal to nu lambda. C is equal to nu lambda. Lambda is equal to C by nu. C is given as 3 into 10 power 8 divided by nu is given as by 8 into so right. C is equal to nu, C is equal to nu lambda. So Planck's constant is given, which value is closest to the wavelength in nanometer? Good. So lambda is equal to C by nu. C by nu. C is 3 into 10 power 8 by nu is 8 into 10 power 15. Velocity of light, Planck's constant, value is closest quantum of light with the frequency. So it is given. So this lambda value is like this. So 3 by 8 into 10 power minus 7 meter. 3 by 8, 1 by 8, 0.125, 0.25, 0.375, 0.375 into 10 power minus 7. But we want what it is asked here. I think some question is misprint. You work it like this. So nanometer means 10 power minus 9. If you divide by 100, here you got to multiply. 37.5 nanometer. 37.5 nanometer. So these are not correct. It is asked in a nanometer, but 10 power minus 18, 25, some other values are printed. You don't worry about the answer if you are correct. That they will look after. If you promptly apply the formula, do it well, they will check later. Once again, we will check this question bit later. Next one. Right. Because next class we can see the Bohr model. This is the last question for the first this chapter. That is first part of this chapter. If the energy of a photon is given as 3.03 into 10 power minus 19 joule, then wavelength of the photon. So energy is given, wavelength is asked. So relation between energy and wavelength is equal to hc by lambda. We want lambda. So lambda is equal to hc by E. hc by E. H. So here h value is not given. You got to substitute. C value is also not given. So this but SI unit, energy value is SI unit, joule. So 6.62 into 10 power minus 34. C 3 into 10 power 8 meter per second divided by 3.03 into 10 power minus 90. Roughly it is 2. So 2 3s are 6. 6 into 10 power minus 34 plus 8 plus 19. Minus 19 becomes plus 19. So 19 plus 8, 27, minus 7. 6 into 10 power minus 7 meter, or 6, it should be actually 6.56, all are 6.56 only. So you can directly write. So every time please make a note, you need not do the full calculation. You end up with the partial calculation. Here we have found it as 6, but no 6 is there. Everybody, all the digits are 656. So you can safely take the value 6.56 into 10 power minus 7 meter. So if it is multiplied by 100, 656 into 10 power minus 9 or 656 nanometer. Ganesh and Sivaperuman, correct. C. So you got to be careful. Ganesh and Sivaperuman, yourself was little fed up with the decimal. So you got to be careful. So that is to be noted. Good. With this, we can finish. Anybody having doubt, you can ask. So tomorrow, next class, we can see the emission and absorption spectra related questions and also electronic configuration. Anybody having doubt? This can make a note. So this sum is not correct. You discard this sum. That is value of Planck's constant is not necessary. Velocity of light is given, wavelength, and it is direct relation between nu and this one. Good. With this we can limit. So everybody, including Kanishka or whatever be the thing, every student, you are required to have a glance of, always periodically revise the salient formula and concepts. You have to remember at least 2 days, 3 days once. So you know the timetable. Every subject you are reading at least once in a week. At least once in a week or twice in a week. So every chapter has to be revised twice or thrice a week, alternate days. Then only you can excel. All the best. With this we can limit.